So my journey to ending up at Brit Properties. So I grew up in the south suburbs of Chicago, um, area called Joliet, which if you know the Blues Brothers, that's where their whole story was. So I grew up in Joliet. I went to high school um, right here in a town called New Lenox. Played football there, and from there, um, right after high school, I decided I wanted to keep playing football. So I got in my car with my mom and dad, and I drove myself out to LA to go play at a JUCO. Spent a summer out there living by myself with a couple other teammates. Went to the JUCO out there. Um, Decided that football was not a good career path to be going down. My body felt like it was ready to fall apart. So decided to quit playing football, moved back home from California, went to a semester of JUCO at Joliet Junior College. Then from there, I made my way to University of Missouri, spent one semester there. Just wasn't a huge fan of the school. It was great, but wanted to be closer to home and really loved Chicago. Being away from it kind of like revamped my love for being there. So transferred again to DePaul. So finished college at DePaul, got my degree in finance, was involved in a bunch of clubs, picked up golf. So had a great time at DePaul. Right after that, I originally wanted to uh, get into like the pure financial world. So like financial services, become like a financial advisor. So that's what I thought I wanted to do out of the gates. So um, I got myself a job at JP Morgan. I took the Series 7 and 63 exams. So the first like 6 months out of college was spent at JP Morgan just studying for exams. That was the full-time gig out of the gate. Um, so did that, passed my exams, worked there for like 7 months, and I was just like, this is just not, I'm not passionate about this. I don't love this necessarily. So I started kind of putting my feelers out there, and I had a little bit of experience in real estate beforehand. So I have a close family friend who is a managing broker, does some home flipping, does some small level multifamily investing, and I had done some stuff with him while I was in college. So just applying, financial knowledge, help him out with some uh, rehab estimations and calculating our after repair value and figuring out, what we should pay for this or that. Just really entry level stuff just to make a little bit of money while I was in school. So I was like, man, if I could get myself back into the real estate world, I would jump at it. So I spent a bunch of time, surfing through LinkedIn and all these websites and went through a bunch of things and um, somehow came across Joel's listing on LinkedIn, which was the most obviously not like, corporate listing. It wasn't set up like every other kind of LinkedIn post, didn't have the easy apply. It was just kind of like a brief message, looking for partner level person, in industrial real estate, blah, 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 call me. So I sent a message and I said, hey, Joel, I see, you're looking for like a partner level person. I know I'm nothing near that. I'm just a young guy who's working at JP Morgan. I have no real estate background, definitely not partner level. But if you just give me a chance, I know I can, make my way to that. So he ended up calling me back, and I think Eric had just been in the company about 3 months at the time. So I ended up getting a call from him. Hey, it's Joel. Saw your message, blah, blah, blah. So we had a phone conversation. Then I had a phone conversation with him and Derek. And if you know Joel, he likes to test things out before he does them. So I did like little projects for like 3 months while I was still working at JP Morgan. And I think that was him kind of like testing the waters to see, okay, what does this guy even know? So I did like these little projects for like 3 months. And then he said, you know what? We love what you've been doing. We think you'd be great. And then I ended up getting the job. So it ended up working out awesome. I ended up getting into the industry that I wanted, even though I didn't know much about industrial, but it seemed exciting. And I love the idea of going from a huge company like JP Morgan with 500,000 people down to a company with, under 10. That just was super exciting for me, and know that my work is going to be transparent. And I'm actually going to be able to come in here and contribute and see the fruits of my labor. So that was my crazy journey to linking up with Joel and getting myself into the industrial real estate world.